Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Rolanda.
And I'm Kylie.
And this is
Rose Crafty Corner.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got the giggles this morning.
We have. We're feeling good today.
We are.
It's a good day. So, yeah, we're going to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and hopefully you will too. And to anyone who is new here, we're not normally this silly. A little bit. But welcome. We hope you enjoy yourselves and that you will come back again too.
And sometimes when we get started, we just can't stop laughing. So we may have to edit.
We apologise in advance for any silliness.
Yeah. It's one of those days. What can we say?
It's a silly day. Anyway.
Okay, well, I think we should start.
Will we get straight into our whips?
Get straight into it. Yeah.
Straight into it. Because we don't have any news or anything today. Everything is good. Everyone is well.
I've got laughter tears now.
Oh, dear. Okay, so the first one that I am showing is Victorian Charm. I got some stitches into it, not as many as I would have liked. Some personal things have kept me away from stitching a little bit over the last fortnight, unfortunately. But I did get 721 stitches into Victorian Charm.
That's still a good effort, though.
It's now at 42.5%. And I'm aiming for 50% this year.
Oh, you'll get that.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. I'm definitely going to have to
move that Q snap.
Move the Q snap to continue on with this one.
Yeah, you really can't do much more without moving.
Not really, no. I was like having to pull it right away at the bottom because I didn't want to move it yet.
And you don't want to make it difficult for yourself, like trying to squeeze it in. So
no, and it was already difficult enough. So I've gone as far down as I can go. So I am going to take it out of the Q snap. I am finished with this one in the rotation for this month. So it will be put away till next month, but I will be taking the Q snap off and I'll move it down and I will keep going down, 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 down.
Yeah. And
then eventually I'll go up, 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 up.
And then it'll be done, 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 done.
I told you we were silly today. So that is Victorian Charm. And we'll do a comparison later.
We will, because I've got mine here too.
Rose has done some work on hers too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mine looks totally different to Kylie's though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because of our stitching styles.
We have different stitching styles. Yeah. So yeah, but it's just interesting.
It is interesting. It's super interesting. Yeah.
To see.
Yeah.
How it goes. My next one is Titanic. And with Titanic, I didn't do too bad on this one. I got 991 stitches done, and that puts it at like 8.3%.
You can really see the lady's hat in purple coming in now.
Yes, I filled that in as much. You can actually kind of see the shape of her face is going in there.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I haven't actually done any on it, but you can see where it's going to go now.
Yeah, it's looking really good. I love watching this one grow. I really do.
I'm quite excited about it too. And we actually did have someone comment on our first video where I mentioned that I picked this one up off the freebie table at a retreat a couple of years ago. The reason it was put on the freebie table was because the person who had previously owned it found a pattern that they liked better. I'm assuming of Titanic.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for letting us know that. And thank you to whoever it was that left it on the freebie table, because it was Joan that commented. I'm not sure if it was actually hers or whether she knew who it was. But either way, thank you. It has gone to a loving home and I am enjoying doing it, even though I might gripe about it a little bit sometimes, but I am actually enjoying it.
I feel like watching you stitch it, I'm stitching it as well. So I feel like I'm getting the love of it without actually physically stitching it, because I'm seeing you stitch it and it come alive, and I'm like, I'm so excited to see it come alive. So.
Well, next time you can do the frogging. I did have to frog a little bit of it. It was somewhere down in these. I haven't even redone it. It was like some of this blue. It's all half stitches in different blues, and I did for a challenge needed to do so many stitches in blue. So I thought, oh, well, I'll do all this. And I, of course, had to count twice as many. When you do half stitch for challenges, you do 2 to count as 1. So I thought, oh, I'll do that. And I was out by 1. I was 1.
She wasn't happy.
1 this way. So then something down here, I think in here where this grey comes in, Yeah, the blue was in the way. And I was trying to work out how I could fudge it.
Lucky you realised now before going and doing
too further. Well, that's why I don't usually like to colour complete.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather, sort of do an area so that, I don't have to count as much. Because apparently I can't do that well.
There's a lot of cross stitches I can't count, let me tell you, when it comes to counting and placing things. Yeah.
So I would rather fill in as I go, which is why I've been doing a bit of parking on this one. So I've got my little bobbies down there holding my threads for me. So yeah,
it's coming along really nicely.
It is coming along. I'm really pleased with it. I'm really enjoying doing it too.
I really like it.
So yeah. So that was that one. And then the last one I've been working on was my Christmas cloth. So I got the centre panel finished and I started on the middle top one in the darker green. Thank you, Ro.
That's okay.
So that one, I only got 106 stitches into it and it's made it about 37.2%. It's not completely accurate because, as we realised the other day, some of the border that is in the actual design is still being counted in markup. I haven't gone and cleaned all that up, so because I can just ignore it. Yeah. So it's somewhere around that anyway. Yeah. So I've just I've got to finish that panel, and then there's 3 more panels to go, and it will be finished.
I reckon you'll have that finished before Christmas.
Well, it honestly depends how much time I put into it. The only reason I worked on it this week was because I wanted something fairly easy to work on when I went to craft on Monday. I wasn't feeling up to starting anything new or working on anything too complicated. So I went with this one, and so it is an easy one to work on, and it just all depends when I get a chance to work on it, because it's not actually in my rotation.
But because this one's an easy one, you can take it to craft and work on it.
I can take it to craft, do little bits of it. I've even done some of this in the car.
Yeah.
Not when I've been driving.
No, we don't. No, that's a no.
Definitely not. No. When last school holidays, when my husband and I took the kids to places and he was driving.
And you're a passenger.
And I was a passenger.
I envy you because I can't do that.
No, because you're always the driver.
I'm the driver.
You are. So that one is progressing. I'm not setting it as a specific target to finish it by this Christmas. It's just one that's there when I need something easy to do. Then I grab it. So the main ones are in the rotation. So next one is Geranium Fairy that I'll be working on.
Oh, that's for the next rotation?
That's the next one in the rotation is Geranium Fairy.
Cool.
And she seems to come along quite quickly and easily, so it's good. So
those pops of red.
Yes. And I need the red to mark off my whipco.
Yeah.
More about that later. Right.
Okay.
What have you got to show us?
Alrighty. So
busy.
I have been very busy. I've got 2 new starts, but I'm going to leave them till the end because they're just a tad bit special. So, and you'll find out why in a second. So the third project for the week is the first one I'm going to show you. And this one is actually going to be a present when it's finished. I think I mentioned that last time that the person knows that they're getting this, so they picked it out. So this one is called Star Wars, and it's by Dimensions. I did 1.5 days. I know that sounds a bit strange. I had to get to a certain amount, and once I got to that certain amount on the second day, which was only half a day, I put it down and started on something else.
That was for one of your challenges?
It was for a challenge, yeah. 1.5 days was 1,510 stitches. So approximately 10.5% complete, because I can't get a true percentage because it still counts the background.
It was a scanned pattern.
Yeah, it was a scanned, because I've got the actual paper pattern, so we scanned it in so it'd make it easier for me to mark off.
That's why some of mine aren't accurate too.
So you can see Leia has got her one leg finished, her dress, and this is all like the city in the background, the blue part. Yeah, so that's coming along.
Very good.
Alrighty. The second one I worked on was again for another prompt.
Is
Surprise!
Is that how you decide what to work on, is by prompts?
At the beginning of the month, I work out what I want to work on for each prompt. And I write it down on a piece of paper. And what I try to do is, if different Facebook groups with their different events, if the prompts match, like if I can get 4 prompts to match Rainbow Quaker, then I'll stitch on that kind of first, because I'm like ticking off 4 prompts at once.
Yep.
So that does sort of play into the order that I stitch in. Yeah, I suppose you could say.
So yours are more challenge based, whereas I'm doing a whip rotation.
Yeah.
To make sure I get work done on all of mine. And if they fit into the prompts, then well and good. Yeah. If they don't, well.
But then sometimes I go rogue. Because like I've got them all written down on a piece of paper, so I pick and choose, okay, well, this fits those 4 prompts, I'll do that today.
Yep, tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, and I'll mark them off once I've done them. But then sometimes I'm like, I don't really feel like stitching on any of those that are written down. So I'm going to go rogue and pick something else. And there was a couple of those days in this fortnight, and I was like, no rogue. Stick to your plan. So I was very disciplined.
So are they the fortnightly challenges or monthly?
Monthly challenges, yeah.
You've still got time.
I find that I work better with the monthly challenges. Yeah. I think the weekly challenges and the fortnightly challenges, I feel like I'm for you. Yeah, like I'm always trying to catch up. Yeah. Like I'm behind. And I'm probably not, if I planned it better, to do those ones first. However, I don't want to get stuck in like, you must stitch this on this date, because it's not going to be fun for me anymore.
No, and that's why I backed off from some of the challenges a bit, because it was becoming less fun for me. It was me. I was putting too much pressure on myself to try and do all the things when I can't.
But I found that with the monthly ones, when I write them down, then I have like, instead of 40 something odd whips to choose from, I have like 20 whips to choose from. So it makes it easier for me to choose something to work on.
And then do you try and put like your other 20 into like the next month's challenges if they fit?
If they fit.
Yeah. So you are getting some work done on all of them.
Yeah. And I've also written a list of what I've worked on so far this year. So when I start working on a whip that I haven't worked on already this year, I'll write it on the list. Okay. So I'm up to 24 already this
what did
year.
You have? 45 or something?
46,
you finished
47, something.
You've finished a couple.
Yeah, I've finished a few.
But then you've also started a couple.
Yeah. It all works out.
So you still got the same number.
I'm not going to worry about that number until the end of the year.
Yeah. No. All right.
So yeah, a lot of the prompts sort of guide me, I suppose you could call it, like into what I stitch.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I'm hoping that you guys aren't going to be able to see through this one.
No, it looks okay.
Okay, so this one's Rainbow Quaker by Vivsters on Etsy. This was the other half a day. So from the last one, the Star Wars. So when I finished the Star Wars, I put that down and then I picked this one up.
I had a challenge for colours.
I had a challenge, yep. So this project and the next project I'll show you were worked into the same colours prompt because I ran out of yellow.
Oh.
The prompt was to work on white, cream, or yellow and to get 2,000 stitches.
Okay. And you didn't.
So
couldn't quite do it.
Finished. There was only I only got 888 stitches in yellow in this. So I needed a second project to work on because there's no white or cream in this one.
No.
I absolutely love the colours popping off this.
They do look nice coming off that black.
Yeah, it's in real life, it's almost like it's highlighters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
almost.
It's so bright off that black. So I'm really loving it. This one is at 18.4% completed. So the yellow is now all finished. So the next one is orange here, which I've already started. And then you've got the red and then the one single motif of pink up here. And then you've got this colour green. There's like an aqua, blues and purples. I love working on that one. I love pulling it out and just the colours popping off the black. Nice. Alrighty. So the next one is the other part of the prompt that I was just speaking about.
This one looks familiar.
Can you guess what it is? Before. Just giving you a clue. Sorry, we're all tangled. Okay, so this is my Victorian charm. Now, I worked on all the white stitches.
Oh, so, yes, that would be for your prompt, yes?
Yeah, so all down in here and in here. So this is the stairs, the door, obviously, the windows. I think this is some of the flowers in the bush. And so the rest of it, I can still work on this for the rest of the prompt because I haven't actually finished the prompt yet. Because there is cream and there's more yellow to go into this. There's more white, but it means I have to move the Q-snap. So I'm just going to try and get the rest of it out with the cream and the yellow.
Yeah, same as me. Shall we do a comparison?
We shall.
There we go. So you can see the different styles.
If we put mine down to sort of equal
about the same.
Yeah. So we've got that sort of middle part done.
Yeah.
You've got a bit more of the bushes done than I do.
Yeah, I've gone out the sides a little bit. I actually went out as far as it goes.
Yes.
So that is as wide as mine will be.
Yeah.
And they are on the same fabric because it came as a kit.
Yeah.
So Rose will be as wide as this as well when she gets out to the sides.
Yeah, I've done this side. I hope you can see that.
Although actually mine will be slightly wider.
Why is that?
Because when I was doing this black up here, I went one over too far.
Oh.
And I didn't realise until I came down and was starting to fill in the other colours. So I have an extra column down here.
Yeah, you won't notice that.
It won't be noticeable. I'm just literally doing the same.
Yeah.
Like doubling up whatever the last colour is on that side.
So in this one, I spent one day on it. I got 764 stitches done in the white. And I'm not sure of the percentage because, again, I'm following a paper chart. Yes. Okay. Next is stained glass elephants. I said it right this time.
I was just thinking that, but I wasn't going to say it.
I didn't put an ED on the end of glass. Sometimes
just wait, she will.
Yeah.
She has to say it again.
I told you it's a silly day.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Now, okay, this one is by Sharova Creations on Etsy. I spent 3 days on it as I was doing a couple of prompts. This was done for Whip Warriors Focus Piece and also Beat the Mod Min. And there was also another challenge I used it for. It's escaping me right at the moment. So I did 1,814 stitches. It is now at 7.10% completed. My goal for the end of the year, I'm not sure if you remember, is 25%. So that's 35,000 stitches in total.
Wow.
And so I've got 17.5% to go, which is roughly 25,000 stitches.
You get busy.
I think if I've worked that out right.
If we can do math today.
Yeah, I mean, when I did that, it was late at night, so it may not be
It'll be pretty close anyway, I think, even if not 100%.
But a whole bunch more.
Lots more stitching on this one to come.
So if you can tell, I've fully finished working in these bits here now. And that was because I wanted to sort of get all this section done so it was all marked off correctly on Pattern Keeper, I think it's on. This time because of what happened earlier in the year. And then I've filled in some parked threads around here as well. So
just to get them out of the way.
Yeah, just to get them out of the way because they were just annoying me hanging
Sometimes
down.
they do.
Yeah. I mean, you still have parked threads, but those ones in
depends where you're
particular
working.
were annoying me
If you're
because it was
working in
right
that
in the
area
middle.
and they're right, yeah. Sometimes it's easier just do them.
Lots of greens and blues.
Well, that'd be good for prompts if you need those specific colours.
That's right.
I can't speak today either.
That's okay. It's all good. Words, maths, everything. It's hard.
Like we've said before, it's a day ending in Y and everything is hard.
But we still keep a smile on our face.
We do. We all laugh about these things. We don't laugh or cry.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody wants that. No. Okay, moving on. The next one I did is Tree Silhouette at Dusk, and this is by Artisy.
You got quite a bit done on this one.
I did. I'm so proud of this one.
I was like, amazing.
We didn't speak much this day. Like, we didn't text much.
Like,
no. We were both busy. I was busy doing this, and you were busy.
I can't remember what day
I can't remember what day it was, but I know you were busy doing something, and I was like, I'm not going to annoy you today because you're busy doing stuff. Yeah. So anyway, at the end of the day, when Kylie said goodnight to me, I'm like, I've been working on Artisy, the Tree Silhouette, and I showed her, and she's like, oh. So, wow. Now it's your turn to go.
Ready,
steady, go. Okay, so this should look a lot different to last time. Mm-hmm. I spent one day on it, 1,150 stitches, and it's now at 9.81%. So I filled in all the purple. You'll see the from the picture that there was a lot of white odd spaces. So I filled in all that with the purple, and I've also done some more white in the moon. I hope you guys see. Yeah, like if I can get it close enough.
I think because our light glares off it kind of disappears in there. But
like you can see the grid through it, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be able to see some white in there. But yeah, so I filled in a bit of that as well. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that one. I love working on it.
It's looking good.
I changed the hoop. This used to be in a Q-snap.
Right.
And I changed it to this one because I found this one was easier to work in.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I first did it, learned from my mistake, I didn't leave enough. I didn't leave much.
Much of an edge to grip in the Q-snap.
Because
Q-snaps are quite thick.
Yes. And they take up a lot of space, but I knew I was going to make this into a wall hanging, so I thought, well, I don't need a lot.
That's a Q-snap, the edge of it,
and then
that's the edge of that one, so you can see
how much thinner it is.
Yeah.
And because I knew I wanted to make it a wall hanging, I thought, well, I don't need a bunch of fabric. Like, I don't want to waste the fabric. So
you could use that for something else.
I know. I know that now. But yes, so I found that it was much easier to work in this hoop, this frame, whatever you want to call it, because it doesn't take up as much as the Q-snap. Because I found that not having enough fabric with the Q-snap, it kept slipping.
Yes, they do. If you haven't got enough to really grip it, they can slip a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I still love my Q-snaps.
Oh, I love them too. Don't get me wrong. It's just with that one, I think,
for the right projects. Yes.
Yeah.
Like even my little Christmas cloth one, I use a small hoop because I'm only working with one small part of it at the time.
Yeah.
I just put a small hoop on that section and
the little tension ones are good for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because it is actually a very soft fabric as well, it works beautifully in the tension hoops.
Yeah. Okay, and then
next,
the last whip. You'll find out why I said that.
I'm looking at Lucy going,
yeah, you're right. No, hang on. There's a few more to talk about.
I know.
This one I did yesterday. So I took it to craft, my Wednesday craft group. And this is Boy Pirate. It's a freebie by Durene Jones on her Facebook page. I did 246 stitches yesterday. So you can see the bird is fully filled in now, and you can get a bit more idea of where the pirate is. The next time I work on this, I'll finish stitching the rest of the actual crosses on the pirate, and then I'm going to leave all the back stitch till last.
Yeah.
Because there is quite a bit of back stitch.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's all details. Like
it'll get done.
It'll make him look
it will make him really pop. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's Boy Pirate.
Very good.
Okay, now 2 new starts.
Hey.
You guys already know about these starts. Okay. So the first one.
These were planned starts.
Yes, these were planned starts.
And
they were delayed too. Well, one of them was delayed.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one is Harmony by Hade. I'm hoping you guys are going to be able to see this. So when I first started this, yeah, if I get it in that close, you guys are going to be able to see it. So I've done some white and cream, and there's 2 shades of green there. So I did, where are we? 501 stitches one day on it. And I started it for the Leap Year Sale. It's a Facebook page, and it's called Leap Year Sale 2024 to 2028. Mm-hmm. So obviously I started on the 29th of February, which was Leap Day.
And so the plan is to have it finished by the next Leap Day? Is that right?
Yeah, all going well? Yes.
Well, I think that's the idea of the group.
That is my goal. Yeah,
that is the goal.
That's my goal.
But do you know how many stitches are in this one?
This one is 156,000.
Okay. You've got 4 years to do it.
Yeah, 156,000.
You should be able to do that.
Yeah, so I think I worked it out to be about 3,000 a month, like maybe just over 3,000 a month. So
you're intending to work on this one every month?
Yes, I think I'm going to work on this one specific days.
Okay.
I'll talk about more in plans, but for me to continue on with this one, I really want to make a good go of it.
Yeah.
So I really want to, it's not going to be like a focus piece as such, but it's going to be one that is definitely going to be worked on every month.
You could use it for the focus events.
I could, yeah. Well,
that would be a reason to pull that one out and actually get some stitches into it.
Yeah.
If you do use it for one of those,
and that means I wouldn't be stitching on elephants then.
Well, elephants could come into other prompts. I mean, either of them could come into prompts for challenges.
Oh, of course.
I mean, because you've got all those beautiful blues in the stained glass elephants.
Mm-hmm. And then the Harmony, as you've seen,
has lots of different colours,
rainbow
too.
colours.
So if you need something with specific colours and you're up to that colour, then you could use it for that too. So.
Yeah,
either way, you'll get it done.
Yeah, and I noticed a lot of people are doing the Harmony. One lady I saw on Flosstube, she's doing Harmony, but she's not doing the background.
Oh, okay.
So she's
it's just, a full coverage.
It's a full coverage. So she's just doing the bird itself.
Yeah, fair
enough.
And
I was like, wow, I didn't even think of that.
Oh.
Yeah, but I like the background with it because it's like pastels in the background, and then you got the brights of the bird.
Yeah. I suppose it would depend if you were doing it on like a nice dyed fabric or something. You wouldn't necessarily need to stitch the background. You could just do the bird.
Yeah. Totally.
Choices, options.
Make it your own.
Exactly.
Okay, so the second new start was the Gnome Place Like Home Stitch Along sale from Spruce Craft Co. And I took this to a stitchy meetup. And I got it in the shot there.
Yeah,
I spent 4 days on this. I did a total of 2,237 stitches. The only thing I've got left to do on this is the back stitch in the gnome around his beard and ears and that sort of stuff. But I'm going to leave that until part 2 comes out because there's more back stitching around the other gnomes that'll happen. So I thought, well, I might just do them all at once.
Fair enough, because it's not a lot, is it? It's hardly worth getting your
tiny,
your darker.
And you may be able to see that I changed the colours of the lettering. So on the pattern, it's all black on the inside of the letters, and I was like, I want to make it my own. So
fair enough.
I picked my own colours to go in, and I just so the 2 top ones have a lighter outline with a darker inside, and the 2 bottom ones have like a darker outline with a lighter inside. So they're like opposite each other.
Yeah. That looks good.
Yeah. So I'm really happy with that one.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got for my whips and my new starts.
Wow.
So I've been busy.
You have been busy. You've got more done than I have, that's for sure.
I do have another whip that I was working on, but that's going to be in
later.
Finishes, yeah.
She finished something.
I did.
I'll wait till you see what it is.
And I just added up what I did over the fortnight.
Yeah.
9,651.
Oh my God, I'm lucky if I get that done in a month.
I was shocked. I was like, what?
I think mine's going to be a very low month this month,
so I had to like clear it and add it up again.
Just to double check.
Because
I do
like,
that
what?
anyway. I do that anyway. Because I don't trust myself the first time. If I get the same result twice, then I'm like, yeah, that's probably fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. That's what it is then.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, on to finishes and fully finishes.
Yes. So.
You're the queen of fully finishing lately.
Only because I had a pile of old ones sitting there. So since we mentioned the older ones, I'll do that first. This is one that I finished in two parts. Let's see why. They're two different patterns. So I did Miss Cookie Gnome.
Yep.
In 2022. And then I did, what did they call him? Santa Gnome with Mug or something.
Yeah.
So these are from Cross Stitch Wonders, and they were gifted to me, these patterns. And they're very cute.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed doing these too. And I managed to, they've been finished for a little while, but I actually got them framed the other day.
Yeah.
So
they're going to be such a good decorative piece at Christmas time to hang up in your house.
Yeah. So I'm quite proud of them.
And they actually look like they're supposed to be together, but they're two separate patterns.
They were two separate patterns. I chose to do them together. I wanted it to kind of look like she was bringing him a plate of cookies.
Here's Santa, here's your cookies.
Here you go. You've been hard at work.
Yeah, you need a rest.
So that was one of my FFOs.
Lovely.
The other one is a much more recent one.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys did see that I was working on this one. Well, I got it finished and I got it fully finished. And that is the Easter Peeps.
Easter Peeps.
So I fully finished that into a little pillow cushion, whatever you want to call it. And I put some rainbow pom-pom trim around it and the fabric that I got last time, which I did mention I had a plan for, because it looks like Easter eggs. And it was just perfect for this project. And I've still got heaps of it left, so I can use it for other Easter projects. And it kind of
matches the colouring.
Yes, I tried to do it all nice, bright colours, because I actually had other colours picked out. These were just from my unknowns box, which is things I picked up at the op shops or D-stash markets or been gifted to me or whatever that, didn't have labels on them. Yeah. So
didn't know what brand it was.
I don't know what brand they are. I don't know what colour number or anything. So I just picked out some, and I actually then I bought the pom-pom trim, and it was a lot brighter than the colours I had originally picked out. So I tried to brighten up my colours a little bit more, and even finished off one or two of my unknown threads, which is always nice to reduce that down a little bit.
If she's not careful, it might come home with me. I must say, this pattern here is from Helen D, the East Coast Crafter. So it's a freebie pattern as well.
It is a free pattern on her website, so we will link that again. I think we have linked
we've linked it a couple of times.
We will put it down again for anyone who hasn't seen it last time. She also did the St. Patrick's Day pattern, which I also made into a little. So
she's very good at these like topography.
Yeah, and she's got many others as well, and there's at least one more that I plan to do at least.
Yeah, there's
maybe more.
They're really cute.
She's very good with her little patterns, and she's got a lot of tutorials on how to finish things like little pillows. Yeah. So
if you haven't checked out Helen D on Flosstube, please go ahead and check her out. She's awesome.
She's very good.
Love watching Helen.
I do too. I don't get a lot of time to watch a lot of other floss tubes, but she's one I definitely make the effort to watch. Yeah. And tutorials.
Yeah.
Definitely tutorials, especially for someone like me who's not a big sewer. It's very easy to follow along her tutorials. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so go check her out.
Yes. All right. So that is my FFOs. I didn't have any other finishes this fortnight. Just those two.
Okay.
So what did you get finished, Ro?
Okay. So I'm laughing because there was pressure put on me to finish this. And
she did it.
I did it.
Yay!
Pat on the back for me. I'm so happy it's now finished.
Yes.
Big
relief?
It is.
Pressure's off?
Yeah. Pressure I put on myself.
Yes. Maybe one or two others
you
might have a little bit.
So there was a couple of other people following along saying, you really need to get this done.
Yes.
So I'm proud to announce that I've now finished.
And fully
finished as well. Craft room. And this is my birthday sale from 2023. It's by Shannon Christine. I changed up some of the colours to suit my own sort of
personality.
Yeah, my own style. Rocking it. I did one day 541 stitches, and the day that I finished it, I also FFO'd it, which is fully finished it, on the 11th of March. The day on the 11th of March that I picked this up, I was like, what am I going to stitch on? What's on my prompts? What have I got to get finished? And I knew I had to get this one finished. But I'm so glad I picked it up and finished it.
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm really happy with it now. So,
and now you can put it up in your craft room.
I can now. Now I've shown you guys. I can actually hang it up where it's going to belong. And what I had to do with the framing is the mat board that's in here. At this white at the front here, I actually had to extend the cutting of it because it came too close to the actual design, and I wanted to show some of this lovely mottled fabric. Sorry about the glare there. The mottled fabric. Hang on, I'm trying to get it there.
I might have to go the other way.
Might have to go the other way. Yeah, go that way.
Less light that way.
Yeah. Still getting
some of it, but
you guys know what I mean. So yeah, I wanted to try and get some of this mottled fabric in. So what I did was I measured it out, and then I went to the back of this mat board and I marked it in pencil, and then I used like a box cutter knife to trim it, and it came out wonderful. I was like so impressed with myself because I was like, I've got one chance to do this, because if I stuff it up, I'm going to have to go buy some more cardboard or mat board or something. But yeah, so I was really happy with that. And I think now there's enough of a border around it to show the fabric and like center in on the actual design itself.
Very good.
I'm so
happy. It's finished.
Tick another one off the list.
Yay! But then you've added more, so
Yeah, that's all right.
It all balances out.
That's it. So that's my one FFO,
and that will lead you into
plans. So, because I've now finished that one, I can now announce that I'm going to be doing a birthday stitch along sale for April of this year, 2024. So my birthday's on the 30th, which is the end, the last day. So it's no use starting on the last day. So we're going to start on the 1st of April. And the theme is going to be Durene Jones. Now, she's one of my favourites.
So last year was
Shannon Christine.
Any design by Shannon Christine,
who was one of my favourites. So
this year,
we've got my other favourite.
Any design by her other favourite designer, Durene Jones.
Yeah.
And she does have some free designs on her Facebook page.
Yeah.
Or you can certainly go and buy one if there is one that you fall in love with.
And she's got lots of different designs. Like she does like seasonal, Halloween, beach
all the different
theme, like kids, nursery, like heaps and heaps and heaps of different themes. So I'm sure there'll be something there that if you would love to join in with us, I hope you do, because it's going to be so much fun. Please join in. Let us know what you're stitching on, like what you're going to what you've chosen. If it's a whip or if it's a new start. Give us all the details. We love the details. And so it's going to run for the full length of April, so from the 1st to the 30th. So if you finish before the 30th, then
you can start another one.
Awesome. Yeah,
I
start
did
another
that
one if
last
you
year.
want. Yeah, you got a couple of little.
Shannon Christine, I had 2 of her little free
You got the autumn
patterns.
owl and
yes, the autumn owl, which is just there behind me with the pins in it. I did that one, and I did. There was a little gingerbread cookie one or something. Gingerbread man. He's not here. He's away with my Christmas stuff.
Ah.
He'll come out at Christmas.
Yeah. So, but if you only want to stitch on one piece, then just stitch on one. Like it's fully up to you. Like the only theme is Durene Jones. So run with it, have fun with it. Like go wild. Yeah. Take a pic. Show us what's happening. Let us know in the comments. Last year it was so much fun. Us all stitching along together. And seeing just what different people had chosen was like half the fun.
Yes, absolutely. Because some people bought patterns, some people just did the free ones, some did big ones, some did small ones.
Yeah.
And anything in between.
And that's what I kind of want. Like I don't want to narrow in so much like you're forced to buy a pattern or you're
some people can't afford to buy
or a certain theme because some people might not want to stitch that. So that's why I kind of leave it open. And you guys choose what you want to do. So yeah, that's the first plan.
That's the first part of plans.
Okay. The second plan that I have is for my harmony. As I said before, I need to keep stitching on her. Yep. I'm calling it a her. So it's a bird. It's a rainbow female. I'm looking at it as a female bird. I don't know why, but hey, that's what it is. So I need to stitch.
You can call it whatever you want.
Exactly. Yeah, we might give her a name down the track.
Ooh.
Other than harmony.
Oh! Put your name suggestions down in the comments.
That's a good idea.
We could have a little
like a competition.
Kind of a competition. Yeah. I guess the prize will be that you get to name it.
Yeah. We might have something else later on. We'll have to brainstorm about that.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But let us know what you think that the harmony bird should be called.
Yeah. That's such a good idea. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to be stitching on her for 3 to 4 days per month. And I need to sort of aim around the 3,250 mark because I think it was around that mark that I worked it out to get it finished by.
In time.
So if I use it for like our weekend sprints or prompts or things like that, and I can sit down and actually get a good chunk, I can probably do it over 3 days. But I want to allow a 4th day just in case
something happens.
Something happens on the weekend.
And life gets in the way.
Yeah, exactly. We've got things to do or, whatever happens.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like make it just 3,000 because I don't think it'll be finished. I need to aim for that 3,250.
Yeah. Just in case you fall short some other times, you kind of want to.
Yeah. Because we don't know what's down the track. Yeah, I might be busy with getting the other Christmas things done and that. So the next one is the cross stitch catch up. So for the Brisbane cross stitchers group, I'm going up to that one on this Sunday, I think it is.
I think it is.
Kylie's not coming with me this time.
I only get to go to one or the other. They have a few different catch ups at various places.
Yeah.
Throughout the month, but I only get to go to one.
Yeah. So I haven't seen the ladies there for a little while, so I'm planning to go there and catch up.
It'll be nice to see everyone.
Yeah. And say hi to everyone.
Say hi to them for me.
I will. I definitely will.
If they're not already watching, hi.
Yeah. And then the last one we have to announce is
next weekend we are going to the Brisbane Sewing D-Stash Market.
Yes.
So
we've been a couple of times before and we always have lots of fun.
We do. It's a good day out. It's a tiring day out, but it is a good day out.
It's a big day.
And we end up
I usually need a couple of days afterwards to recover.
And to unpack and put away all the stuff we buy.
Yeah, that'll come in time. I need to just take it easy and recover afterwards.
Yeah. So we end up getting, some good bargains there, which is good.
Yeah.
So, we've gotten threads, we've gotten kits and patterns and fabric and all sorts of things.
Yeah, and it's like not only sewing as well. Like sometimes there's yarn and different things, like for different crafts, like crochet or knitting or punch needle or...
Yeah, there's all sorts of things. I mean, I even picked up a T-shirt one time.
Yeah, you did.
It had
too.
nothing to do with the sewing, but they were selling it, and yep. So
it's
you never know
amazing
what you might
can
find. And it is good fun. So we will have haul next time from that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Maybe our next one might be called Just Haul.
It might be. It depends how much we buy. We might have to do a bonus video just for the haul from the D-Stash. We'll see. We'll see how much we buy.
If we have too much to fit into a normal floss tube, we'll do a floss tube extra.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of haul.
Yeah.
I have some haul.
Yay!
Now,
I don't know why I get excited when her haul.
I always get excited about haul. Haul is exciting. So I did mention last time I was going to go back to Spotlight while they had a sale on. And I did do that. And I got myself some red rickrack trim.
Hang it over there.
So that's the red rickrack trim. So that's that one. And I also got some white pom-pom trim.
This is like...
I don't have specific plans for these yet, but it's just nice to have some random trims in your stash for, I might do another pillow or something at some point.
And the thing is, when you're finishing something and you're like, oh, I just got to get this finished. What have I got?
Yeah.
You don't particularly want to then go out.
Have to go out and buy something specific. Yeah. So,
gosh, oh my goodness.
Now, we showed last time that we bought some of the fat flats that they had the red label ones on special. They were 10 for $10, so basically $1 each. And that's where I got the one for the Easter pillow. And I
didn't use much of it, did you?
I didn't use much of it, so I've got that for future Easter projects or anything else that I feel needs those bright colours.
Yeah.
But I went back and I was looking through. I was going to get another 10.
Plus.
I said I was.
Yeah.
I was just going to get another 10. When I went through it, I actually ended up with nearly 30, and I'm like, no, I'm not buying 30. So I cut it back to 20.
All right, I think we should kind of give a little bit.
Can we do? All right, so we've got a green stripy one. I'll flick through them really quickly. I won't sort of go through too much what they are, because I mean some of them it's pretty obvious, but also I could be here all day describing them all. There's little Christmassy gnomes. It's very cute. That's a Halloween one, and that's another Halloween. Oh, it's probably the same Halloween one, is it? I've got them up the wrong way. More Halloween ones. Oh, and that one's a coffee one.
Do you want to show the coffee one?
It's got like a grinder and beans and things on it. So
that's a really colourful one, that one.
I need them all up the right way, but I should have done that. Anyway, I didn't think about how I was going to show them. So that one's, nice bright colours. That one's little blue hearts that look like flowers, little sky bluey one. That one's dinosaurs, which is very cute. Just a little gingham one that's not showing up real well, but purple spots, pink spots, and this one I quite liked. I'll hold it out a little bit more. It's quite a dark blue, and it's got like lines through it that to me looked a bit like lightning.
Yeah.
So, a night sky or a dark stormy sky or something.
Yeah, it does.
So I don't know what I'm going to do with most of them.
But now you have a little bit of a stash.
I have a stash.
Yeah.
And it's always good to have a nice little stash.
That's it.
And what else did I get at Spotlight? I got a Rit dye, and that one is pearl grey. And I actually have used it, so I will show that too while I'm here. This one I hand dyed myself with the pearl grey.
You can see a little bit of modelling through here.
And I scrunched it so it mottled. I do actually have a plan for that one.
Mm-hmm.
It is an 11 count. It was antique white until I dyed it. And from Simcoe. I have a plan for that, but you'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I had the dye out, can't waste these things.
No, don't waste dye.
This is one of the little ones that you can get from Big W here in Australia.
Mm.
It's a 14 count, and it is actually quite a stiff fabric when you first get it. But because it's been dyed, it's actually softened it up a lot. So I tend to grab those for ones I want to experiment with hand dyeing on.
Yeah.
So
it takes all the starch out of it once you dye it.
Yes. And then give it a rinse and everything. So they've actually come up quite differently.
So this is the big W one that I've got. And then Kylie's got the 11 count.
And that was the 11 count, which I did first.
Yeah.
So the one from Big W I did after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So, the dye had already been used, but it actually looks darker on that piece.
And you can see the modelling really well in the pieces too.
Yeah. So, well, this one, actually, technically, I dyed it twice. Because I put it in after I'd done the 11 count, and it was very pale. Mm-hmm. So I left it a bit longer, and then it kind of all just looked the one colour. And I like the mottling in the fabric. Mm-hmm. So I added a little bit more dye, which is probably why it's come up a little bit darker. Mm-hmm. So that was my hand dyeing. So that was my haul from Spotlight. Now with my Whip Go, and then but wait, there's more. With my Whip Go challenge board, mm-hmm. to reward myself for marking off the squares. Mm-hmm.
So you completed the challenges for the month so far. Yep.
So to reward myself for that, I actually bought myself the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Advent Calendar from last year. Mm-hmm. And I haven't opened most of it. Mm-hmm. It is my reward for my Whip Go board. So when I mark off a particular number square on the Whip Go board, I then open that box in the Advent Calendar. Mm-hmm. And that's my little gift to myself for that. So because there's 25 squares on the Whip Go board, but there's only 24 boxes in the Advent Calendar. But because 13 is on the Whip Go board is a free space, I'm making I'm going to make number 13 from the Advent Calendar my number 25 on the Whip Go board.
Yeah.
Hope that makes sense. So anyway,
it made sense to me.
I finished off 2 boxes, and so in one of the boxes was 2 DMC threads, and they are numbers 828 is the pale blue, and 761 is a pinky colour.
Nice.
And they're very pretty. And in the other square was this beautiful pale blue iridescent, I don't know if that's going to show up,
let's see.
Fabric.
Put it on an angle maybe.
Sometimes it picks it up, sometimes
there we go.
it
you
doesn't.
might be able to see it there.
So it's only a small piece, but I believe that in one of the other boxes will be a pattern to be stitched on this fabric.
Probably using those colours.
And usually, I think they have 2 patterns in there, because one of the other ones I opened earlier in the year did have another small piece of fabric.
Mm-hmm. How exciting.
So I haven't got to patterns yet, because I'm not opening them in the order that they were intended. Yeah. So I'm opening them randomly. Yeah. So anyway.
No, I think that's a really good reward for yourself as well, because, it makes you, like, you want to open them.
Yes.
So it makes you want to work on.
I get excited to finish. I'm finished. I get to open a box. And not just, it's the next day I can open another one, which is still fun. And it was really hard not to do that in December last year. But I kind of put it away. Very well. I put it away out of sight. So I wasn't looking at it all the time. And I avoided looking at posts on Facebook and stuff where people posted up, I got, these things in the Advent Calendar.
Yeah.
So, and then I also picked up some things. There's a bargain shop that was not too far away that was closing down, and everything was 50% off. So I went shopping.
Oh, I forgot to bring my haul from that.
So I picked up some things for Ro there as well.
Yeah.
We both got some acid-free glue, which is just, for any crafts, but acid-free. So, that always comes in handy. And I got these little star beads. Yeah, glare and stuff, but
I'm going to kind of take them out of the packet because it'd be noisy, but you can see them.
And then they won't be
sealed. And they kind of got like a
they have a hole up through the middle of them, if that makes sense, through to the top. I don't know if that'll show up on there.
See the hole there.
Because what I thought was I could use them for some of my pins. they'll be perfect for that.
Mm.
So that was those. And I got some, and Ro got some of this as well, some double-sided foam tape for our finishing and some adhesive foam mounts.
So they're little squares of like double-sided foam.
Yeah, so they'll be good for finishing of things too, you know, that you need to
give like a 3D effect sort of.
Yeah. So that was my haul.
Yeah, I forgot to bring mine that Kylie got for me. So I got some of the foam.
And the tape and the glue.
And some buttons.
Yeah, various things. Oh, you got more than I did in the end.
Yeah. I got some
crimps. Shot next time.
Yeah. You know, little bits and pieces.
Yeah, little bits that, you know, your bargain shops have.
Yeah. And because they were closing down, it was 50% off a wall line.
It was like, things were pretty cheap. Yeah. You know, got some little things for the kids as well. And
it all worked out to be fairly reasonable with the price.
Everything I bought was like $9.
Well, I think I only spent about 20.
Yeah, just over 20.
Yeah. So you know, it was great just to get that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you know? It's sad that they're closing down because I have bought things there before.
They are a good shop too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they're not there anymore.
These things happen.
Yep.
Alrighty, so my haul, I got a wonderful paper chart from a lovely, lovely friend that goes to one of our cross-stitchy meetups. You know who you are. Because I was doing the Shannon Christine Stroke of Midnight, I call her Cinderella. This friend said that she had Belle, and I was like, oh, Belle, I love Belle. She was my favorite growing up. So she passed the chart on to me.
Yay.
So this is Shannon Christine Designs, Belle. And doesn't she just look gorgeous? So I think this is one of her older patterns. Because I haven't seen it on her website. I'm not sure. It does say copyright 2018.
Yeah, it's a few years ago now.
Yeah. But yeah, so she's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much.
So she's very happy with that one.
I am very happy with that one. And then my other haul, we will be inserting pictures here. I got these 2 patterns off Haid, Heaven and Earth Designs. The first one is Swinging Gnome. So, of course, you can see why I got this one. I love gnomes and I love purple. So, yeah, he's really cute. I love him. And then the second one is called Lavender Gnome Truck. And I just thought it was gorgeous. There was a third one, but I didn't choose the third one.
Didn't call to you? Or did you run out of money?
No. You could put them as a set, the whole 3. But the third one was just not saying, like, buy me now.
Maybe later.
The other 2 were like, buy me now. So, yeah, the Swinging Gnome and the Lavender Gnome Truck, they're full coverage pieces, so I don't know when I'm going to start them. I don't have any plans to start them straight away, but I wanted to buy them so I at least have them in my pattern stash.
Yes.
And then down the track I'll get onto them.
Yeah. So sometimes they do change patterns, you know, you know, designers have things in for a while and then they put other things in and replace them and take them out and So
they can't I love gnomes and I love purple, so I was like, this is meant to be.
Perfect.
So that's it for my plans and my haul. And have you got anything else?
I think that's everything for today.
That's it for us. Alrighty. Until next time,
stay
crafty.